I love making you believe what you get is what you see, but I'm so fake happy. I feel so fake happy, and I bet everybody here is just as insincere. We're all so fake happy, and I know fake happy.
So I've been doing a good job of making them think I'm quite alright, but I hope I don't blink. You see, it's easy when I'm stomping on a beat, but no one sees me when I crawl back underneath. Hey, if I smile with my teeth, I bet you believe me. If I smile with my teeth, I think I believe me. Oh, please, don't ask me how I've been, but don't make me play pretend. Oh, no. Oh, what's the use? Oh, please, I bet everybody here is fake happy too. And if I go out tonight and dress up my fears, you think I look alright with these mascara tears? See, I'm gonna draw my lipstick whiter than my mouth, and if the lights are low, they'll never see me frown. Hey, if I smile with my teeth, I bet you believe me. If I smile with my teeth, I think I believe me. Oh, please, don't ask me how I've been, but don't make me play pretend. Oh, no. Oh, oh, what's the use? Oh, please, I bet everybody here is fake happy too. No, I said that I was doing good and that I'm happy now. Ooh, I should've known when things were going good. That's when I'd get knocked down. Oh, please, just don't ask me how I've been. Don't make me play pretend. Oh, no. Oh, what's the use? Oh, please, I bet everybody here is fake happy too. Oh, please, I bet everybody here is fake happy too.
Dengan konfirmasi yang cepat,
No, sir. Well, I don't wanna be the blame, not anymore. It's your turn. So take a seat, we're settling the final score. And why do we like to hurt so much? I can't
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Start, hey! Why do we like to hurt so much? Oh, why do we like to hurt so much? That's what you get when you let your heart win. Whoa, that's what you get when you let your heart win.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That's what you get when you let your
Radiant's middle
heart
tower
win.
is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Trust myself.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
That's what you get when you let your heart win.
Selfish. Yes.
Precious banget.
Gue, Mimin, admin akun gosip. Dari pagi sampai malam harus standby. Kadang sampai gak tidur balesin netizen, apalagi haters. Yang penting endorsan jalan terus, Cin.
Rose-colored boy, hear you making all that noise about the world you want to see. Oh, I'm so annoyed, 'cause I just killed off what was left
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. 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 Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Under attack.
Double kill. Dominating, I guess. Double kill. Killing spree. Impossible kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
RNG a guarantee. During the game, you know the drill. Get your votes in for the Hex MVP. Be nice, everybody, and yeah, we'll get you far in life, and maybe far on MVP vote as well. It will be great. And with the MVP vote done, it is time, about time, to get started with the first game of this best of 3 guarantee. I kind of feel like the Ajit versus Afu series. You know, former teammates, rivals now. They like to beat each other in game, and I think we're ready to see what they're gonna draft.
Show the draft.
Oh, ooh.
Here we go. Phoenix, Magnus, Weaver, Io. Everything's pretty standard except for the Weaver. We've seen that banned a few times. Here we go again.
No, we're gonna get any. What heroes are they not gonna ban here?
We've seen, because, you know, these series are very different from the series that we just saw. We saw a lot of Axe in the previous game. Axe and Enigma, highly contested heroes in that series. And so far, both are still in. I wonder if these two teams will change their pattern and also
Enigma's been one of the strongest heroes right now. Just gives you that strong lane. And you can just leave him as well if you want. So you can just go tri lane, safe lane. And he'll be fine in the offlane. He'll also be that strong late game presence.
Let's not kid ourselves. It's going to be an Axe. We're going to see a Morph. Probably
I believe in the Enigma.
Probably see a Tiny. Don't kid yourself, Bulldog. Enigma's all hat.
Why don't you like Enigma?
I love Enigma.
You got something against Enigma?
No. What do you think I would have against Enigma? He's Gravity. How can you have something against Gravity?
Is he Gravity?
Yeah.
I thought he was a god.
You thought he was
He's
god.
Gravity?
He's
what
gravity.
does that mean?
He's an elemental. Keeper of the light is light. You know? Enigma is gravity and mystery. You know? Secret.
I'm pretty sure Enigma is a dragon.
You're starting to piss me.
Now we're going back for the 1437 Ogre Magi.
Here we go again. Terrorblade completely ignored in the last series. However, that Ogre Magi says to me.
What is happening? Where's the initiation?
Well, it's only 2 picks in, Bulldog.
Pick the Axe or Enigma. Now.
Axe and Enigma and Centaur, all 3 still in the pool, all heroes.
It's coming now.
It's not going to come. It's going to be the Axe.
Axe or Enigma is coming right now.
Oh man, I can't wait till you're wrong again. Yes, I caught it, dog! Oh, the match!
Bulldog losing in 1v1 against Sheever. Bulldog losing in draft prediction against Slacks. What's happening?
Just fire me already.
Terrorblade, we've seen Tigers do this before. As soon as you see that Ogre, Terrorblade's going to come out and they want to make sure they grab it before it has the chance to get banned. Now they got plenty of time to think about who those initiators are going to be.
They're not banning these initiators either. They still have the Centaur, still have the Axe and Enigma. So they're still letting them through.
And you can keep talking about these heroes, but they're not going to come.
They're going to come. You need some kind of initiators, wouldn't you say?
I would say so.
And what other heroes would you pick outside Centaur, Axe, and Enigma?
Oh, there's plenty of them. There's Spirit for one.
Bat?
We have seen these teams run a bat, right,
Sheever?
Oh, I am trying, like, I just heard 1437 say, you know what's so effing good here? And then he mentioned a hero, but you guys talked over it, so I can't actually hear
What did he say?
Yeah, this is the...
Close your eyes, Sheever.
Relive the moment.
Think about it. I've seen this in movies. Close your eyes. Think about the moment. What hero did he say? He said, this hero is great.
Maybe he's still talking about Wyvern.
It's banned.
Wyvern is not banned. No, now it is. Jeez.
You know, that's not admissible in court anymore, Bulldog. You can't do that anymore. Memory isn't a thing. You gotta have evidence, real evidence.
So the past doesn't matter?
No, witness accounts don't matter. You gotta have recorded footage.
Surely witness accounts still matter. What do you mean?
You can misremember a lot of stuff.
Sure, but if there's 4 people that remember the same thing, are they really gonna doubt it?
I mean, yeah. That happens in alien abduction stories all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
You think they got abducted by extraterrestrials, Sheever? Or you think it was just 4 kids dropping acid and telling themselves what happened the night before, Sheever?
Maybe it's both.
Oh my god, that would be terrible. Imagine if you dropped acid and got abducted by aliens. Chen! It's a Chen pick, Bulldog.
Yeah, they're going all in on that laning stage right now. Just picking those strong laners. Necrophos obviously very strong against any melee heroes, and if Spirit can rotate to any of these lanes, slay the enemy heroes, and Chen gives you that very strong lane presence if he gets the right creeps.
I'm getting a little worried about Royal though. Where's their grab? You know, they got silence, they got a stun that's a little hard to pull off, but where's the grab, Bulldog?
That's coming in the next pick, obviously. They got 2 heroes left. 2 heroes left, and a Maiden that counters the Chen, because now Chen can't go to the wave anymore, because he just frees the creep, and then it's like,
Well, that's his pet gone. How can he be a zookeeper if he doesn't have a zoo?
Interesting.
And I just heard over 37. He's a nice carrying voice. They realized that Axe is still in the pool.
Yeah.
But if you can hear it, can't the enemy...
No, they're wearing these massive headsets. I was wearing one earlier today. It's a very heavy headset, but it works. And it's they're all attached to the desk as well. Like they have like this. It's basically like a local server you come on that is already like just there from the get-go. It's like you can't do anything with it. You pick it up and everybody's connected, you know?
Yeah, it looks like they're all wearing it. No cheating here.
Yep.
Gotta make sure here. Yeah, he's wearing it all right. Putting it real tight.
I got some of those at home. I like to wear them and lay in my bathtub and close my eyes and pretend like I'm in a coffin.
Wow.
What? What's wrong with you?
There's Spectre picked up here. My Royal never give up. That's concerning, Bulldog. Where's the beef? Where's the beef to protect that Spectre?
We need some beef.
Where the beef?
But they have beef heroes. Nekro's a beef hero. He's super
no, I mean on the other side.
Seconds remaining.
On the other side?
No.
Oh, I meant on the side of Tigers.
I meant on Royal. Necrophos can get big, he can get tanky, but that's mostly for himself.
And you got
as he's running away.
He's got creeps all around, so you have the Chen protecting his Spectre, so he will have a decent lane.
Decent is not what we're looking for.
That's all you got with Spectre. This here is not a strong laner. If you get a decent lane with Spectre, you're alright. You're happy with that.
Alright.
Hopefully we'll pick the initiation hero here. I still love Bat. I know you don't like Bat, but Bat against certain heroes is destroying lanes, but we get the Lina.
Okay, great. Tiger's draft is very, very good, I think. They got the two sisters, Terrorblade and Ogre. A lot of answers for a lot of different problems on that draft.
Those are males.
Yeah, I would say the same. I would call them brothers.
Gender like that again, please.
What?
Crystal Maidenly, and those are sisters or brothers. We're not sure anymore.
What? I mean, whatever. Sure, I'm not going to get into that argument with you.
So what's the last hero the Tigers need? Because I still feel like they're missing a load of beef.
Yeah, both team kind of need that blink-in, let's go hero.
Yep.
And they banned the Centaur, and Axe is still available. Enigma is still available for some reason.
Yeah, Enigma and Axe, the highest contested heroes
of the previous series.
Talking
about this?
Are not in this series so far. Yes, we are, because they're high-profile heroes at the moment.
It's not common.
The beauty of Bat is when you see the enemy carries, the Bat is beautiful, and Terrorblade gets destroyed by Bat, and Spectre gets destroyed by Bat. So Bat is definitely a viable hero here.
Has only single target. I guess both teams are fairly single target. Like in terms of big team fights, it's just not there yet.
That's all one of these teams. Actually, Royal. What about a Bloodseeker here?
Just pick the Bat. If they know how to play Bat, you just destroy the lane and you win.
That's the Bat on the Axe.
Alright, so now there's only Nickman Bat. Is there any hero we're missing? What hero can initiate?
Just
Lone Druid?
What? No.
You know that hero?
No. That hero.
What about the Bloodseeker?
For who?
For Royal.
5
As a
seconds
mid.
remaining.
Owns the mid game, makes space for Spectre, chases down these squisher guys.
I don't know if it's that good against Lina, but I think Lina does fine in that lane.
Okay.
If he's a master. So I'm not sure about that hero. Yeah, Royal never give up. They haven't...
Tinkerban.
It could be Necro mid, but I guess you don't want to put it against Lina, so you might just pick a mid who you can still go maybe the DK? Get some blink stun.
Yeah, that'd be beefy.
Tanky.
I like it. DK you can throw at enemies and make a little bit of space for Spectre. That'd be cool. Definitely don't want to see any low HP heroes coming up from Royal. But what about Tigers? You really think it's going to be a Bat or Enigma, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
They're also mentioning Undying, which would make... Oh, there it is.
You shouldn't say they're mentioning. You should just pretend, Shiver, you're smart.
Yeah.
What about
wait. You should just pretend you're smart?
Yeah. Not that you need it. I mean, for me, I'm done.
That was a nice save, Bulldog.
Oh, Lord. Alright.
Yeah, now we have Tigers lineup. They don't really have any initiation right now, which could be a problem. But if they just don't need initiation because you got good push power here, I think you just hit the towers and you don't need to initiate because the enemy need to initiate on you. Or you just take their towers. And they're very good at killing objectives. And we see Undying as well. This hero, if there's no one that can kill the Tombstone, this hero is insane as a 5 hero. And who's going to kill the Tombstone?
Chen. He sent his little creeps after it.
But the creeps are very bad. And there's going to be a Tower Blade around there that just one-shots them.
Okay, true. And
I'm getting very worried here.
Well, is there an answer? Is there one hero that fits the draft like a glove?
I like Dragonite. He can hit Tombstone. He can be beefy. He can push towers. He can do everything Royal needs right now.
Even if they go late game here, you normally feel like, oh, I get a Spectre, guys, we could go late. Can you against this lineup?
No.
Tower Blade is Undying. Lena.
Brood Mama.
They're going to cheese Reno, eh?
You.
Okay. That's a big push with an insurance policy. I could get behind such a
that
plan.
hero will create a lot of space, and Lena is not the greatest here against Brood. If it's a good Brood player, he should be winning that matchup. So, you know, we used to see a lot of Brood first too, because the hero just farms, but ideally you pick a last pick against a hero that can't deal with it. And Lena is not the greatest, but it is good enough. Or you can put Tower Blade there with 8 armor or whatever, with 2 stout shields. So I'm going to go with Tigers, because they got Undying.
No. You know, I think I want to go with Tigers as well, just because I predicted that Terrorblade pick. I like a Terrorblade with an Ogre Magi. They got a lot of different ideas on Royals, which I think is great, but Tigers has one idea, win. So I'll go with them.
Yeah, I also will side with Tigers for this.
Oh, no.
Sheeper always copy.
Oh, Sheeper.
Always copy.
I can explain my reasoning, but we don't have time for that.
Explain it, Sheeper.
Explain it.
We do have time. All right.
Explain.
Well, I like Spectre if you're going late game. I like Brood if you're going to try to do something early game. But when you're split on 2 things and you can't really make up your mind, I'm not too much of a fan of that. On top of that, I know that both of these teams have a tendency to go very, very late game, and you know that Spectre is a really good hero late game, but I like Terrorblade a little bit more on that as well. So
agreed.
I kind of feel like late game, it is also going to be Tigers that's going to take it.
Agreed.
So that's my reasoning for going with Tigers.
Yep.
Let's head over to Moxie and Cal for game 1.
All correct.
All right, well, it looks like we have a very biased couch full of Tigers fans, huh?
We're always biased.
I mean, you got some Tiger socks on today, so I don't know if you can talk about it.
It was on purpose.
It was on purpose. You're feeling Tigers right now, too?
Yeah, this is going to be easy. I agree. Go mid with 2 shields. He'll take no damage. She'll...
Alright, well, we're going to find out here in game number 1 of Royal Never Give Up versus Tigers. I do like Afu on that that Earth Spirit, but like we said, we got 1437 playing the Undying. And who's going to hit that Tombstone?
That is a great question indeed. And not just that, but all 3 of their cores don't really ever leave their lane. You have Chen Earth Spirit, who really need to just take over the map if they want to win, but I don't know how you do that when there's an Ogre Undying in your off lane. Like, that is arguably the strongest lane I can think of.
Yeah, I do have that core Ogre. Mr. Moon Meander will be playing it, but
I don't think Spectre can touch creeps up there.
I don't think so either. I think they got a big tanky boy up there. It's going to be able to harass quite a bit. We've seen some crazy multicast throughout this tournament here, but already some harass coming out. And you know, we can't discount Royal, right? These guys have made some miracles happen.
Miracles are an understatement, I think.
What would you call them then?
Oh, they never give up. That's for sure. Royal never gives up.
Liking this, liking Zephyr's feeling pretty excited. Throws out those taunts. Needs to be careful. Doesn't immediately get murdered over here. Moon Meander gonna try to fight Monet for this rune. And not gonna be able to get it. 343 grabs it in time.
Look at all
Monet,
the damage taken, though. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, they're not even putting the Undying up there. They're going to leave him bottom lane to zone out the Necrophos Earth Spirit lane, which I don't mind. I I feel like Lina CM could have got bullied, so if you can win both lanes, why not do it? And up top, I'm pretty sure CM Ogre's going to be just fine. And also, the CM Aura, once he hits level 2, is going to be so nice for this entire draft of Tigers. They're just going to spam spells.
Absolutely. I know the Lina in particular and the Undying will really benefit from that Arcane Aura. Now, my thing is, so, like, SRF, we've seen him in other games. He's been super effective, but it's been on playmaking heroes. This time he's on a Necrophos.
Indeed. I feel like every offlaner in China can play Necrophos, but at the same time, to your point, it doesn't make plays, and really, their whole draft doesn't make plays. It's a lot on the support combination of Afu and 343 to make moves, but we shall see. They don't have a real way to deal with the Broodmother Spider Army, so if he has a great game on Stay, then maybe that'll be enough for them to just take the game, but it's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting to consider too, because Stay has, you know, he's one of those players that sometimes, you know, he'll lose that lane, but he always manages to really kind of bounce back, it feels. Especially we saw at one point, you know, that Ogre, sorry, not the Ogre, but I'm looking at the Ogre, but looking at like the Storm Spirit that he played in one of the games, I think that was like the 90-minute long one, the Shrek that he's played as well, where he just had a terrible laning phase but bounced back so well. The Broodmother will be interesting to watch for sure, if they're going to be able to actually accelerate, take over that lane, get things done, or you know, if he's going to be forced back, but they don't have a great solution.
I like this play from both sides here. 343 grabbing the mana burn creep to just apply pressure and prevent the CM Ogre harass, but you actually see Zephyr is choosing to skill Frostbite level 2 to ensure that that creep is taken out immediately. Wastes some, not waste, but utilizes a mango to do so, but I think it's well worth.
Middle lane, Stay itself taking some damage. Slowly building up.
You can see he's not even bothering to harass him because he has the 2 shields. And this is something we see a lot of players do nowadays against Brood.
1437, the kick back. Again, it's an Undying. He's got 20 stacks of decay on him. He's pretty strong there. He's going to be a survivor. Won't be too much of an issue, but
he's doing his job. You just want to keep the pressure away from your Lina, allow Wonder Kid a chance to get some free last hits. And nice, a Satyr creep up top. This is what makes Chen such a valuable safe laner. There's no real way to outlane a team that can effectively have 3 heroes in their safe lane, and that 6 HP regen aura is so effective against heroes that rely on harassment to win the lane.
We're definitely, you know, struggling here in this top lane. Back and forth, though, like we said earlier on, we saw that the CM Ogre combo was able to harass Monet pretty strong. Okay, we get a rotation coming out. There's going to be the Fire Blast roll. It comes through, and they get the first blood over onto Zephyr. They could possibly get Mimanda here, too, as they throw out the body blocks. He's just trying to get out some damage because he knows he's not long for this world. Will get taken down. It'll be 343 who gets another kill.
That's real nice for your Chen. Maida wanted to give some of that to Spectre, but I think 343 is going to be very happy. Gives him a chance to rush what I would imagine is probably a medallion in this kind of game. You have a lot of low armor heroes on the side of Tigers.
Ooh, and we get a kill action in the bottom lane. 1437 takes down SRF. Now top lane again. 343 now in for some trouble. Will get taken down by Moon Meander. Monet gonna have to walk himself back to that tower. Doesn't have any men on him. And this middle lane, again, we see a lot of harass coming out on Stay, but there's a big army that is being built up, and 1437 will just suicide over here in this camp, gets tripped back home.
I think lanes are going about as expected for both sides. Radiant probably doing a little bit better bottom than they might have expected. But I've seen the 1437 Undying do a lot of work in this tournament.
Oh, Zephyr slowed down just a little bit. Frostbite's comes out, but it's going to be 343. Gets yet another kill. Has a Wild Wing too. Was throwing that tornado after the Crystal Maiden there. And a double damage run is available here for Wonder Kid.
It's a nice pickup. Should be able to dominate a couple waves bottom now thanks to that. Maybe even look for a kill, but he'll have to land a naked stun. 3 wards up on Afu.
It's going to be pretty hard to take. You'd probably have to grab... Who do you even grab, actually, is the question if you're trying to get a kill here in this bottom lane. You really have to chip down beforehand, right? Because you don't really have anything other than the Light Strike Array to kind of hold down Afu.
Yeah, it's definitely a difficult kill.
That smoke though.
You think you can just win the lane here if you're Tigers. You just want to kind of keep the game equalized. Trust that you will win in the late game. Broodmother more of a mid-game peak than anything further on. You can deal with spiders quite easily once the CM Lina have enough damage to kill them in nukes as well.
Terrorblade feels like he's feeling pretty confident here in the mid lane, though. 38-7 right now for CS, 27-5 over here on the Brood Mother. So, again, we talked about that double stout shield. He's just pretty much being allowed to farm very comfortably.
Yep, this is just fine with your TB. And it's really scary as well in some ways for RNG because you're giving away free farm and the highest level to the win condition of Team Tiger. Stone's gonna miss. This could be trouble.
Yeah, they'll turn back around, throw out that stone here. 1437. Tops the tombstone. They'll chase after. Sorry, not the tombstone. Yeah, they will. They'll chase after SRF over here. But again, he's really hard to take down. He's got that ghost trap. They'll turn back around again. Do have 20 stacks of decay though over here onto 1437.
And Wonderkid missing both stuns, unfortunately, or maybe they could have done a little more with that. But they do force the ghost shot and get a lot of harass off, which is quite nice.
But at the same time, they use the tombstone during that as well. Uh-oh. Now, Ajit's now in for some trouble here. That spider army quickly chasing him down, getting little nibbles here and there. We'll use the Sunder, though, and just walk right away from it.
Interesting. Surprised he was taking that much pressure. There's just a lot of spiders. Spectre's in some trouble.
Oh, this is not looking good right now for Moonmeander. He's going to get taken down. They'll chase after Zephyr. Now the slow coming out. They've got that Fllw creep. Trying to run after Zephyr. We'll get the clap off. Need maybe one more hit. There's going to be the roll coming forward here. And they actually juke through these trees. Oh my goodness. Zephyr's going to make it out alive.
Really well played. He did not want to go down there.
Do you ever really?
Oh, mid tower's dead. Wow.
Yeah.
That was very fast. He must have a lot of spiders. I do not know quite how many because it all comes up together, but
it's a lot. It's absolutely an entire army here. Top lane, Moonmeander in for some trouble again. The body blocks, the rocks come through, and one more click. 343 is just cleaning up in this top lane.
I underestimated how powerful this Chen Spectre would be because in my head there's an Undying there, but he's obviously in the safe lane, and you can see 343 is causing a lot of issues up top, and it's so easy for an Earth Spirit to roll in. This is something we saw EG do as well. They popularized it back with their old lineup when they had Crit and Misery, as they had no 5 players. They both had to play 4. Same sort of concept here.
It almost looks really scary when you see the spiderlings come out here, but we'll drop the tombstone bottom lane just to harass SRF. Again, they don't have anything to hold them into place. It's a very survivable hero, but it'll give a lot of space here to Ajit so he can hit creeps, get things done. And we see the Broodmother actually taking over the net worth now.
Yep, he's having a great game. Just needs to ensure you can keep taking towers and look to rotate probably to the top area of the map. I like to see Broods play that area as Dire. You can control the triple camp and then cut 2 waves at the same time.
Afu and Stay do spot out this Leah. 1437 looking around here in the corner. Afu still going to try to get those stacks of decay. Spider babies chasing after him. There's going to be a nuke thrown out. Roll comes through. We'll be able to connect onto the stun. They've got the haunt, and they're going to try to take down Afu here. We'll be able to find that kill. It'll be the Broodmother who cleans up and still going after this Lena. Oh, Wonderkid to Stay go for it. Stay goes for it. That's going to be another kill.
Wow, that's a perfect play. And the Earth Spirit, as you can see, just doing so much work with these creep heroes. And the Spectre as well, providing tons of reach. I was really surprised when Tigers chose to take Lena into a Spectre, because traditionally, that's what's going to keep happening. Spectre ults, jumps right on top of you. Lena relies on mobility and high move speed. Spectre just hops on top of your face.
So I'm really liking the way that RNG's been playing lately. We talked about how they've been kind of going more towards that late game earlier on, but the last 2 games that we saw actually that they played, they were playing it very fast. They had this really nice understanding of their timings. It feels like this is going to be one of those games as well, as though you also have Monet, of course, who will be that insurance policy, like we said. But Wonderkid in for some trouble now. Silence gets thrown out. All those spider babies fighting with those zombies, but we'll be able to take them out, and they managed to take that Laguna Blade and hit Afu in the face with it.
That was a very important kill. You do not want to lose your Lena once again. Bottom lane TB continuing to try and accelerate, but so far RNG off to a great start. Not much of a lead, but they have the sort of draft that can expand upon it very easily if they keep up the tempo.
Feels like they're making so much chaos during this early game. Runes come out.
Wonderkid.
Do have 3 heroes here. Frostbite will get used over on Spectre. Monet forced to move back. Hand God comes out. 3-4-3 trying to run out. They land the Light Strike array, though. This is not looking great here. Yeah, they'll be able to get the kill onto 3-4-3. Stay is busy, though, munching up these Ancients over here.
He's got a Diffusal finish real soon. He is farmed.
He's super farmed. Well, like, he was taking a lot of harass in the mid lane from the Terrorblade, but it doesn't matter when you can build a Spider Army, right?
Yep. Nah, he did a great job taking mid tower as early as he did. All he had to do was chase the Terrorblade away once and then just commit hard. He had enough spiders to zerg it down ASAP. And that's really big for a Brood because it opens up the Ancient camps and you just kind of chill in mid lane and bounce around the high grounds and just rinse repeat, as you can see. Just keep farming these Ancients. It represents like 500 GPM just from Ancients alone. You add in the creep wave and you're rolling.
Look at Stay. Oh man, look at all those spider babies. That Lena's got to run out of there. She is not equipped to deal with this at this time. Alright, we get the Hood of Defiance picked up now over next. We've got smokes coming out, but that's Diffusal timing like we talked about. It's a very scary Brood Mother. Who's going to deal with this spider?
Nobody. Other than the CM and Lena, they really don't have any AoE damage. So maybe if they fight near a tomb, I'm not sure how the zombie versus spider war actually plays out, but it's an option.
I'm worried though because they are so very squishy, so even if they start putting out these AoE spells, are they going to survive long enough to do anything with them?
Is the concern, especially if they get purged.
Well, then meander down here. They've got the Spectre as well. They'll land that dagger. Tombstone gets dropped though, and they'll use that Magnetize. Afu trying to slow them down. Will be able to stun up two of these heroes, trying to move himself into the trees. And it looks like they're just going to do a whole disengage.
Yeah, well executed. The fourth rotations though, and in the meantime, Spectre Chen still just farming top. Chen ult's going to be up soon. He will be rushing that medallion as expected. Treads the next choice for a Stay on the Brood Mother. You can see his GPM just continuing to skyrocket, and again, he's just farming two Ancient camps. He's going to take this medium camp below and just keep farming the map.
So much space here for the Spectre and the Brood Mother that they're managing to create. It's pretty tough for Ajit. He's been bouncing between different lanes, and he's just not getting that much comfort, I feel. Like he's constantly feeling pressured. Does have Wonder Kid standing nearby though for a little bit of protection, and they'll put a little pressure here in the top lane and the Spectre. Double damage rune is available over here in the top here. Stay grabbing that double damage. That is going to be a spooky spider.
Oh, for sure. He can do Roche pretty quickly, especially if they have a Chen with a medallion and a few creeps there.
They land in that. Wonder Kid moving back. There's going to be the stun. Oh, this should be a very, very dead Lena. And there's going to be the haunt coming through. Actually, Wonder Kid's still alive here. Looks like Afu in for some trouble. Does get just burnt down by that metamorphosis coming out from the Terrorblade. And that is haunt that they just committed for it. But in the mid lane Stay, he's taking advantage of all the space. Should be able to get that mid tower. Although the multi-cast of the Laguna Blade is one way to handle a spider.
Yeah, they have some pretty serious magical burst on the side of Tigers.
3-4-3. Dove behind that tower. What you doing there?
It's a nice exchange. You get at least the tier 1 top. You did kill the Brood. Now you get a nice pick off on the channel long to go. With this tier 1, arguably the second most important tower for the Radiant side to take. Most paramount, of course, being the mid.
Syref's going to join in here with Afu to get the Magnetize off. Reaper's Scythe gets thrown out. Not quite enough damage to take down Ajit at that time, but they still managed to get the kill. Zephyr now using the Dance of His People. Totally out of that mana, though. They throw out the Urn Charge. Don't think they're going to chase after him, but oh, never mind. I'm totally incorrect here as Afu rose forward, but he will back off.
Oof. What an interesting game thus far. I think RNG has executed their game plan near flawlessly. A last pick Brood. You need to ensure you have a Brood player and also that he's in the right sections of the map. And so far, I have no gripes whatsoever. Just continuing to farm those mid-ancient camps and the mid lane. And it applies so much pressure. You look at the map for Tigers and they're really splitting that they can only make moves onto the side lanes. Mid is effectively dead. Brood died, sure, but he was taking a tier 2 and diving it. It's to be expected.
Now, do you think we're going to see the Brood make her way to a different lane now to keep applying that pressure? Or
I don't think so.
Farm up and
maybe after Roche. I think you can maybe get the top tier 1, but that's not really a relevant tower. It doesn't give you much map control. Just keep doing what you're doing. Look to get Roche when the Spectre comes more online, probably around that Manta timing.
Well, Haunt's gonna be down for another minute or so, so they're gonna just keep on farming. Runes are up. And looks like Zephyr grabbing one. Ajit takes that tower. But again, stay. Just bouncing around between these camps.
Yep.
Not a care in the world here. Rest of the team hanging out over on the side, hoping maybe Wonder Kid will come forward. But I don't know. Oh yeah, they'll go for it. They'll roll forward. Oh man, you're on the high ground in your own base. You're not even safe. That is 3 heroes there that just wipe you off the map.
We need to push mid a bit. They have a wolf creep. That's so big when you have a broodmother.
That's a buyback on Melina right now. TPs are coming out.
You can see though the spiders do die to the CM Melina spells.
The sister combo there. Working together. Uh-oh, Moonmeander. About to run into some people, I think. Huh? They have to know that this brood is just... Yeah, okay. Terrorblade. Smacking off.
No, but it's just... They don't have anything to really deal with the brood's terrain walking. And yeah, the Undying pick is great, and the panel is a big fan, but at the same time, you just can't run away with it. Run away as the spider. You don't need to fight against Tomb if you're the side of RNG, and there's no real lockdown for Tigers to keep you in the vicinity. They're all in on this Terrorblade getting 6 slotted, but we shall see. I fear Lena's going to feed to the Spectre the entire game, and Ogre offlane when you don't win your lane is real rough. I don't really feel his game impact at the moment, and he has no lane to play.
It's going to be a problem for sure. Crystal Maiden as well, another very squishy hero like that. Lena is going to have difficulty dealing with Spectre, among other heroes that are on the map. Yules gets used over here on Afu, realizing that he's going to try to roll and stun up Wonder Kid. We'll just make a hasty retreat, and the Force Staff gets picked up over on Necrophos. Just to kite a little bit more, get away from stuff.
Nice sentry. Won't get the real ward, but I like that they didn't waste it on the high ground. See though, there is a really cool ward that 343 placed in the base recently, but we'll check that out momentarily.
Oh, he's just going to run away here. It's going to get slowed down just a little bit. There's going to be a stone kicked out here by Afu. Does slow down that Undying, but there's the Yules, and the rest of the team will be able to find themselves a Chen in the woods.
That's good. There's the warrior we were talking about a moment ago. It's just, I'm not sure how impactful it is. You're finding kills on the Chen in your own jungle. In the meantime, Spectre Brood just continue to accelerate. If you look at the Brood's net worth, I mean, he was at 6 when TB was at like 5, and he is nearly doubled up while Terrorblade.
Uh-oh, Ajit's in so much trouble. Monet will actually use the Honka. Go for it, a roll in. Sight comes through, and Ajit is no more down for 73 seconds. This tower is theirs for the tanking, and this Brood Mother is getting closer to a BKB, which is going to be a huge problem.
Oh, for sure.
The side of Tigers.
I think RNG are in a perfect position. They just need to ensure they don't make any critical errors. So you're going to get a BKB Brood, look to go Roshan, keep making the same plays.
Multicast over here on SRF. He is tanking some, but over here we do see that the Lina throws out the Laguna Blade, and we'll find the kill on Afu. Now we're looking at Stay, and for a little bit of trouble drops those webs, trying to scooty booty out here. We'll get slowed down there by the Ignite. Just keeps on trucking. They need a little bit more slow to take him out. He's gonna go climb into these woods and try to hide. Oh, they land the Supernova. They saw Vision. They're really hunting for Stay. They want a dead spider. The BKB gets picked up, though. We'll just pop the BKB. He turns back around, and he's going to go to town over here onto Moonmeander. Moonmeander in for some trouble. There's a heal coming through, though. Stay still alive, back at full HP here for the most part. It's going to just try to run home. They're committing so hard for this, Kyle.
I don't know if this is wise or not.
I don't know. I'm not liking it because Afu is right back up again. Magnetize gets thrown out. SRF is here. Yeah, Yahoo indeed.
What a play from Stay. That was insane. He used 5 webs and that just flee away. Pops the BKB, heals himself to full. Tigers still keep diving, and the whole time, like, Spectre's not even there. He's just chilling, farming creeps.
Why did they die?
Is owning the map, and
against that Lena and Undyne, but we'll be able to take down the tombstone. So it's a little bit of gold going over there. Seems okay with losing that gen.
Yep, you don't mind. It's like the second and third time 343 has died for the team.
It makes space every time, it feels like.
And now your Spectre sitting mid, he's gonna have a defusal soon, and the Spectre just starts to peak every item you get from this point on. The Manta Diffusal's great, then you add on a Heart, and then an Abyssal, and each item is just so devastating and makes it even more difficult for the Tigers to find a fight.
She's just so far ahead too, right? We've got about 12k net worth on her. Terribly, no, not doing terribly, but 9.4k is a bit of the difference there. As now the Necrophos takes over that second slot. It's going to go back and forth between the two of them though here.
The main concern is how Spectre is going to be able to get on top of the CM and Lena. As you can see, Lena going for the Yoel's Aether Lens build, but 5 armor, 1000 HP. Ghost Scepter picked up as well, but still, just such a incredibly squishy hero in this game. They're going to have major spider problems, as we've explained.
Zephyr, slow him down just a little. Just spook him a bit here. Won't commit super hard, we'll just start putting some pressure on the tower, but they clean up those spiderlings pretty quickly. Yeah, but like you said, you know, a Spectre, even though you've got that Aether, right, so you can, you know, kind of back off a little bit, you still have to watch out for that Haunt.
Yep.
That Haunt's going to be a problem. Crystal Maiden's going to suffer very, very badly from it as well. And if you can wipe them out pretty quickly and you've got a big old spider army, things are going to start getting destroyed very quickly.
Indeed. Although I will say RNG does need to look to make a move sometime soon. I don't want to see them maybe go for Roach. That goes TP's into no man.
Oh, Hand of God comes out. There's going to be the Yules turning back around. Afu has himself a haste. Feels like they just want to back off. They'll turn their attention though over onto Moon Meander. He's pretty tanky. It'll be difficult there. Haunt comes out. There's going to be the freeze coming out over onto Afu. Crystal Maiden doing the dance for people here, but they'll just back off.
Well played both sides.
But again, what do you do when you got a giant spider eating away at your buildings?
I think they've done a really good job. Spectre, did Spectre even port into that fight?
I'm not sure. I know we saw the Haunt there, but
Oh, he did.
I think he's just chilling, wants to give everybody a little fright. SRF takes some damage from that multicast. They hit another Light Striker, but there's the jump forward from SRF. Oh, last second though. We'll be able to heal up that Ogre. Not going to be nearly enough damage, but Lena now in for some trouble does have that Ghost Up. They'll turn their attention to Moon instead. Take him down. They pop the BKB on the Broodmother here.
That's a big charge to use. You don't really want to have a 5-second BKB that early in a game like this, especially when you're against so much magic damage and lockdown.
And maybe she was expecting many more people to be there for that fight. They do realize that they're rocking into this Roche pit. I'm not sure.
It dies very fast.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can even get in there, honestly.
I really like this decision.
Ferdidhr? Okay, we use the fort. It's going to be Monet with the Aegis.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And we'll just see the casual moonwalk out here from the Undying. The roll comes forward though. Showing off a little bit too much. Those dance moves are too flashy, my friend. They will take you out.
Another kill for the side of RNG. You can see poor Moon Meander just not really finding a foothold in this game. Even with the GPM talent, he's falling sorely behind. Did go for defensive items at the start. Buck Erler into Crimson Guard seems to be the next choice, which I don't mind here. You're getting so many creeps and minions and Spectre Haunt, Brood Spiders, etc.
It's like you said, if you don't really dominate that lane as this this Ogre, it becomes an issue here. Afu gonna have to roll himself away though. Gets spotted out. Couple of those ignites flying over on him. He's got the Glimmer Cape though. Oh, why did he turn around? I think this is a very... Oh, no. Spoke too soon. Safe and sound back at home.
He got really lucky with that timing. So it's a very slow game. Not really reading what the game plan here is for either side. I feel like Tigers might just be content to sit on their heels, try and buy time, but I'm wondering when RNG is going to look to make their move.
We don't really see the Broodmother joining in any of these team fights for the most part, it feels. It's like every time there's a big fight, things, you know, maybe err to the side of Tigers, but then stay. He's hitting a building.
Yep.
and he's just finding these openings, and it doesn't matter how many kills are on the board if you're taking objectives, if you're ruining someone's base. They do initiate over here on the side. They found the Terrorblade. BKB comes out, though. They'll turn their attention now over into Afu. Cycle get thrown out, though. Zephyr will take down. They'll also lose Afu there as well. Moon Meander's already falling. It's just Terrorblade against the world here. Look at this. Actually trying everything he can, but Monet going to be able to slay him, and we've got the Spider Army already making its way down. Lena's going to have to TP. She's one of the few heroes that can actually clean out that wave. But they lose the Terrorblade. He had used the BKB. Crystal Maiden, as expected, got evaporated, and Moon Meander just cannot find a footing.
Indeed. It's the downside of the Ogre support. If you don't win your lane, you are effectively just right-clicking creeps the rest of the game. If you actually want items, at least. You could have gone, what I saw last week and hope to never see again, though, that off-lane Ogre into Midas Radiance. Well, that was fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, they lost, as expected, but man, at least you had fun. That's what counts.
Lena actually picking up those boots of travel so that way she can make her way home, because it seems like they understand that Stay will always be trying to pressure whenever possible. So if there's a big fight coming out, either there's going to still be that spider pushing, or it's going to be a bunch of the spider babies while Stay does something else. So definitely makes sense to have those online, but still very, very scary here with Monet, you know, having that Aegis. It's got quite a few items at this point. And again, we saw Terrorblade fighting like everyone.
Yep.
It's just totally surrounded, and still, I don't know. I'm not sure what Tigers can really do.
Neither am I. I feel like they got to get involved. Like I'm, like ready to take a nap. This game just a lot of passivity, and I don't know if you can afford to be this way when you're playing up against a Broodmother, a Spectre, a Necro. Like, all these cores are going to scale. Here we go.
Oh boy, yeah, they saw SRF, but they didn't realize there's so much more nearby. Afu going to roll himself back there. They land the Light Striker as Zephyr trying to run away, though. Monet going to be able to help out, get the kill, and stay over here. Moon Meander in for a lot of trouble. There'll be another roll forward, though. They've got their eyes over here onto this Undying. They'll turn their attention again over to Moon Meander, though, as they try to take him down. They've got that sight. They'll evaporate him. They'll take down 1437, and that should be an easy objective here for the side of RNG.
Just making it look easy. And just walking up a high ground. They already had a ward down pre-placed. They get the quick initiation. Broodmother is killing a tombstone almost instantly if it goes down. Just the sustain from the Necro and the Chen. I mean, how do you fight into this lineup?
Well, that's what they're trying to figure out right now. Do you use the Laguna Blade here over onto the Broodmother, trying to run herself out? Still alive. They have the Aegis, though, over here on Spectre. Will go and pop it. Brood's going to have to just walk away for a moment. The rest of the team still standing nearby. Light Strike Array will connect over here. Throughout that, all is healed here. Hand of God. And just like that, they'll walk away.
I think you're fine with that. You got a ton of damage to the tier 3. Force a buyback on the Undying. And now you're in a position where, yeah, you lost Aegis, but you don't mind. You're just going to get